It can be so easy to forget the reason for the season and all of the hustle bustle. Here to help us connect with the meaning of Christmas is Gaynalyn Conti, and we love when she sits with us.
And I'm dressed like an elf today.
How are you? Well, you're in the red, I'm in the green. We are bringing the
We
Christmas
didn't even plan
spirit.
it. We're so Christmas.
Well, to start off, you did a little survey.
I did. After I was on the show last month, I did a little survey, a little unofficial survey.
I love that you did that.
And I was like, what do you guys want me to talk about? And hands down, 90% of the people said two things: the real meaning and mental health. And I have a new Christmas book out, and I kind of cover both of those things. And so it's an invitation for us to return as Christians to what Christmas really is about.
And I think about our kids. I
Yes.
think about what we want to instill
Yes.
in them. And I love that you have created a book.
Yes, and you know what? For me, it was an invitation to myself a year ago when I started thinking of, if I was there for that first Christmas, what would I feel? And I immediately went to Mary because, as a mom, right? Yeah. And how overwhelmed she felt and how overwhelmed we all feel. And I think especially on a mental health level during the holidays, that to-do list, that constant hustle, that constant bustle, and all of a sudden we're in January, and what was it about? And I think about how overwhelmed she must have felt and navigating that unexpected news that she was going to be a mom.
Absolutely.
And how many of us are navigating some really unexpected things in our lives right now and giving permission to kind of slow down. I just said to a friend yesterday that's dealing with the teenage years, give permission, just like when you have a newborn, to say no to more things right now so you have bandwidth. So that would be my suggestion, is say no to a few extra things this month so you can handle some of the unexpected.
It's really interesting because we have 25 days,
Yes.
right? And it flies.
Yes.
And if we're not intentional,
Right.
it goes and we haven't
Right.
even, we've lost so much.
And we want to have the bandwidth for it. And so I think about what Mary must have had to say no to so she could say yes to being the mom that she was going to be called to be.
That hit me so hard when you say connecting to Mary.
Yes.
You know, as mothers, I think that's really important during this season. What else can we do?
So I love talking about Joseph in the story of Christmas because I have a stepdad and a stepmom. And I think especially during the holidays, we have blended families.
Yes.
And I love that we get to have conversations about how to have those conversations. I have an amazing stepdad that taught me things that my dad taught me different things, right? And so I would just give it permission to all the blended families out there that are trying to navigate the holidays. Look to Joseph and how he showed up and he was willing to serve. Is there a way you can serve? Now, I know divorce is complicated.
Right. There's a lot of levels.
There are a lot of levels.
Going on.
But especially when kids are involved, can we just give permission that more people allow us to be loved by more people?
I love that
Right?
so
Divorce
much.
is never fun.
Well, more adults willing to love your
yes,
children. And when you operate out of love and from your heart, it's a whole different thing.
Exactly. Yeah, I would just say there is no perfect family out there. And I think the Christmas story shows what a blended family looked like and how they navigated some probably awkward conversations.
Yes.
We don't have that full record, but can we just imagine ourselves in that way? And then finally, this is my favorite Christmas carol. I don't know what your favorite Christmas carol is.
Oh, there's so many of them. So many. What is yours?
My favorite, and I write about it, is I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. And I'm going to start crying. I can't even
makes you
talk about it.
emotional.
And it was my grandpa's favorite. And the story behind Longfellow, who wrote the poem that became the lyrics for that, is such a touching story. And I kind of go into detail in Come to Bethlehem and See about how he had gone through some major loss. His wife had passed. His son had a war injury. And he cries out, we hear it in the lyrics, like there is no peace on earth. He was just in that sorrow that I think a lot of us can relate to.
Absolutely,
And
especially
then,
today.
Exactly. And then the next lyric is, there is peace on earth. God is not dead. And I just love that invitation for the next few weeks to, no matter what war you may be fighting, maybe make sure you're listening to some Christmas music that helps you feel that spirit of joy.
Well, it sounds to me like this book was completely inspired. I cannot wait to dive right into it.
Well, I would love for people to pick it up because it's an easy neighbor gift, and it really is an invitation from my heart and for all of us to kind of go back to Bethlehem and the reason for the season. It, for me, is faith-based and hope-based, and I think we can all use faith and hope.
Absolutely. I love the reminder. For our viewers who want to purchase this book, where can they go?
They can get SiegelBook.com, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, I just saw has it, and my website has all the links. So my name is unique, and it's an easy place to find, Gaynalyn.com, all the links to it, and it's an invitation to all of us to come to Bethlehem this year.
So much, and you can go to our website. We will link you to all of that as well.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Thank you.